Hello guys, let's go over what functions are and how to write them in Java. Now, I've done a very similar video like this for Python as well. And if you guys are interested in learning how to write functions in Python, you guys can check that out. All right, let's go straight into this. So let's do the first thing. We want to get the average of an array, okay? So let's define our dummy array with a couple of values initialized. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do the sum of this. So first we will get the sum of this array, arrays.stream, okay, which is our array dot sum. All right, so we got our sum here. Now let's get the average. We're using double because it could return us a decimal value. So we're going to divide by the size of the array. Array 1, number of elements inside the array. Let's print this out. Average is, okay, average. So we got our average for the first one. All right, let me change this to 1. Now let's say we have another array with different values. Let's do that. Array 2 is equal to 2 and 10. Or 3, let's do 2 and 10. Yeah, 2 and 10. So that's 12, so we should get 6. So let's copy paste this. We're going to do the exact same thing. Just change up the name. So sum2, average 2, array 2, this, and this. Let's run this. Sum2. Forgot that one. There you go, 6. So you can already see what's going on here. We're running into repeated code. What's repeated code? This. What's one of the ways you can avoid it? Well, we can write a function that does the average for us. We have a lot of redundant code here. So let's write that function. Public, static. Let's make this private. I'm going to go over these different modifiers we have in Java. So we have 3 major: private, public, protected. Okay. So basically what private mean is that only this class function can access this method and no other class can access this. So public, static, it's going to return us a double. And the name of our function would be calculate average. This will take in a list, okay? Or an array. And this will return us. Let's just copy this. All right, and let's replace this with that. And we are going to return this. Let's clean this up. Return sum of that. All right. So this is our function we just created, or method. So let's replace this. We are going to call this method directly. So calculate average, which takes in an array. Okay, which takes that in. We're going to delete this. And this will be calculate average of array 2. So we should get the same values back, array 2. So let's run this. There you go. We got 3 and 6. So this is one of the biggest benefit of functions, being able to reduce repeated code. And it makes it a lot cleaner and easier to read. And it's easier to test as well. This is one of the first benefits of writing a function. Second benefit of writing a function is encapsulation, which is a really core fundamental concept of object-oriented programming. I will have separate video detailing object-oriented programming where I'm going to dive a lot deeper into it. So let's show an example of what encapsulation means. So encapsulation is, you can think of it like, let's say you take vitamins. You have this capsule. Inside that capsule, you have, let's say, that multivitamins will have vitamin D, E, C, all these other vitamins. But you're only taking this one capsule, so it's wrapped in there. All these vitamins are wrapped inside there. that's basically what encapsulation is. It basically wraps the code for you. You can make data private, so only certain people can have access to it. Certain classes can have access to it. So that's what encapsulation is. Let's write the same method here inside our functions class. So we are going to have a method called calculate average. This will return us calculate average. All right. And this will take in an array. So you can just copy paste this. All right, let's just copy paste this. I'm going to comment this out. All right. So we got our method here, calculate average. Okay. Let me just copy this name there, calculate average. All right. So let's access this. Okay. So first we have to create an object of function. So let's do that. So functions f, let's call it f, new function. All right. We forgot to create a constructor here, create a default constructor. We can do that easily. So this is a default empty constructor, which will construct our object for us, which is a function. So let's call this f dot calculate average, f dot calculate average. So we should get the exact same result when we run this. So now, what's the benefit of doing it this way versus this? What if we want to, let's say, package this into a library or create this API, and we want to give it to a different team or a different user, where we created this method and we have all this code inside there. The end user or the team we're giving this method to or this API to, they don't care what's inside this, or we may not want to show to them what's inside our code. We can give them this method. We can say, hey, take this method. We created this library. We call functions. And inside there, one of our API method is calculate average. You can directly invoke that method and call it, which is what we did here. So we're encapsulating it over here. We're encapsulating the data. And so this is one of the examples, okay? This is one of the second benefits of writing a function. All right, so let's create another method. We are going to calculate the median, all right? This will return us a double. The median of a list, all right? So get median of a list, or in our case, an array, okay? So the first step we want to do is sort the list or sort the array, okay? So one way we could do that is there's a sort function, I believe, inside the array. Yep, array sort, which takes in an array. You can see this sort is a function that we're using. This is a built-in function within the array class. So we have this array class, which is part of Java util package. And inside there, there's this method called sort. So if you go inside this method, we can see how that sort is working. So this is using a quick sort. So you can see the benefit of writing functions. We don't know the inner workings of this, truly. We just care about, hey, just sort this array for me. That's all we want. We don't know. We don't care how it works. Just sort it for me. So we're doing the exact same thing. We're writing our median function. So first step was sorting the array. Next is we want to get the median. All right. We want to get the middle index. So let's do that. So int mid is equal to, you want to first get the size of the array. Size of the array. All right. Divided by 2. All right. So this will return us the middle index of the array. So now we're going to have two cases. The first case would be, what if our list is odd? So if it's odd, we can directly return the middle of the index. But if it's even, we need to get the two middle numbers and get the average of that. So let's do the first case where if it's odd, all right? We are going to get the list of the array. List of the array modded by 2. Modded by 2. And get it to 1. So basically this is checking, okay, if it's divisible by 2 or not. If it's not, then we're going to have a remainder left over. And that is odd, all right? So we are going to return the middle of the array. return mid of array. Else, if it's even, we need to do two things. We need to first get the average. So we can do directly this. So return array mid minus 1 plus the middle divided by 2. All right. Let me explain how this is working. So let's say our list is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we have four numbers. We need to get the middle. We need to get these two mids, add them up, and get the average. So let's see how it's going to work. First, we got our mid. So mid is get the length divided by 2. So what's the length here? The length is, we have 4 elements. So the size is 4. So it's 4 divided by 2. This will return us 2. Now remember, arrays are index base 0. So this is returning us index 2. So index 2 lies over here. So this is index 0. At index 0, we have element 1. At index 1, we have element 2. At index 2, we have element 3. So we got this number, which is this. We need to get the number before that as well. The first middle number, which we did mid minus 1. So get 2, do 2 minus 1, get that index, which is 1. So in that case, it would be 2. All right. So that's how it's working. So let's test this out. So we are going to copy this. Instead of calculate average, we want to get the median. So let's do get median. Let's copy this there as well. Get median of array 2. So let's run this. Let's see, median is. All right, so let's see. So middle in this case is 3. Average in this case was 3 as well. Now, average in this case was 6. 10 plus 2, 6. The middle would be add them up, divide by 2. Now, let's test it out, see if it's really working. So let's create another array with unsorted values, okay? So 1, 3, 2, 5. And let's do the same thing. Let's copy this. Array 3. Median is 2. Let's see if it works. So 5 plus 2 is 7. Sorry, not 7. We're not adding them up. We're seeing. So let's see if you sort this. 1, 2, 3, 5. So 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 divided by 2 is 2.5. So we're getting 2.0. Why is that? Because of this. So we have a small bug. Which was that? There you go, 2.5. So the reason I added this because we are returning a double. So we need to divide by 2.0 because this is returning us as an int and we're dividing by int. So instead of int, I'm dividing it by 0.0, a floating number. So let's do one more test. Let's say we have 1, 4, 3, 4. So this should be 1, 3, 4, 4. Okay. So 3 plus 4 is 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 divided by 2 is roughly 3.5. Okay. If my math is right. Yes, there you go. So you can see how clean the code looks like. This is our method. This is our main function, main method. And we already have these methods that's calculating average over here, getting median. This is the code. We don't, it's easier to test. It's easier to read and follow. It's a lot cleaner. Hopefully you guys got a much better understanding of functions in Java, where we went over how to write functions and the importance of writing them. I've done a very similar video in Python as well. So if you guys are interested in learning how to write functions in Python, you guys can check that out. All right, take care and see you guys in the next video.